Okay, hello everyone. Hi, how are you? This is Kay. And today is the 28th of May on Sunday. So I hope you're having a great weekend. And welcome back to my another live stream today. So I just took a shower. So I feel very fresh now. So let's do analysis on the Forex market and gold and WTI and indices and also Bitcoin to prepare for ourselves for our trades this week. So let me switch screen. Okay, so alright, and let me get ready quickly. Just hold on, let me do the screen to just fit in the page. So just hold on. Okay. Alright. In the meantime, let me say hi to everyone. Okay, Tony Gold, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. And Danish, good to see you too. Thank you very much. And Daniel, good to see you. Kenley, thank you for joining. Muhammad and John, good to see you. Blair, thank you for joining. And Derek, good to see you. Alright, Kevin, thank you for joining. Travel, good to see you. Rajesh and Adrian, good to see you too. Alright, and Augustine and everyone, great to see you here. Okay, so now I'm ready. So let me switch screen to trading view. Okay, so first, as usual, let me do analysis from Euro USD all the way down to the Swiss franc JPY today. Okay, so and I will do it on the weekly chart as this is weekend and the weekly candlestick closed, so it's good to view markets in higher time frames so that we can expect what may happen this week. So here is the Euro USD on the weekly time frame, and this is showing still bullish. Now Kumo is bullish, Senko span A is up, Kijun Sen is also pointing up, and Chikou span is above the candles. So this is bullish. So this week, so last week was bearish, but this week I expect the market will be supported by that Kijun Sen and goes bullish. And in long term, for me, this is still in an up bullish momentum here. So since Euro USD is bullish, I mark purple. But if you look at the lower time frames, they are downtrending. So if it continues to be down, I follow downtrend. And when I start to follow downtrend is when the weekly candlestick breaks the Kijun Sen. Once it breaks Kijun Sen, then it can go down to the Senko span B Kumo or the previous support. So that is going to be target when I sell. But since weekly is showing bullish, I think this week and in the month of June may be bullish. So we'll see. So that's my analysis on the Euro USD. And Chikou span, if you look at the Chikou span, it just came below the Kumo. So the momentum is getting weaker now in the uptrend. So that means, again, it may break the Kijun Sen. So we'll see. I do look at the Chikou span also as an extra confirmation for my analysis. Okay, next one is the Euro AUD. Euro AUD is now bullish because the price closed above the Kijun Sen and Kumo Senko span A is bullish and the Chikou span above candles, and also 2 weeks ago there was a pin bar and this pin bar was broken bullish this week, last week. So Euro AUD for me is bullish right now. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity on this pair. Okay, and then next one, Euro JPY. Euro JPY is continuously bullish and I'm waiting for the breakout of the resistance 151.56. So for the last 2 weeks has been bullish. Kumo is now bullish. Tenkan-sen is also pointing up, and the Chikou span above candles. So I expect the market grows bullish. Well, basically the JPY pairs are bullish because of the weak JPY recently. So basically JPY pairs for me are all bullish. But when the market is below the resistance like this example, I may wait for the breakout to buy. But overall, Euro JPY is bullish. Okay, and next one is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound is now bearish because it broke the Kumo, and the neckline of the head and the shoulders are broken also. So Euro Pound is now bearish. And Chikou span is touching the candle, but this is called the Chikou span trace. Sometimes Chikou span exactly traces the candles, and this week will be bearish too. So that means we may see downtrend this week. So I continue to look for the selling opportunity on Euro Pound. Okay, next one is the Euro AUD. Euro AUD is now consolidating, but it's more of a bullish momentum in terms of the Ichimoku and the candlesticks. From the Ichimoku perspective, now Kijun Sen is up, and Senko span A is also bullish, and then Chikou span above candles, and the price is almost touching the Kijun Sen, but then I think this week it will be supported and goes up this way. And also that's the Ichimoku side confirmation. In terms of the candles, there was a previous high that just became the most recent support. So this is what I call the reversal pattern. The previous resistance is now becoming support. So that reason also, this market is bullish to me. So I continue to look for the buying opportunity. And I think this one is good because the target is 1.5111. So we have good room to trade. We have more than 500 pips room to trade. So Euro CAD looks good if it goes bullish this week. And then next is the Euro Swiss franc. Yeah, Euro Swiss franc is now bearish. The price is now below Kumo, and Chikou span just broke the candles. So this is where Chikou span breakout becomes significant signal to sell. So, and Kumo is currently bearish. Well, this is sideways the Kumo, but the prices are below Kumo, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and the candlesticks are bearish, and it just broke the previous low. So for me, this is bearish. So I mark this one also and look for the selling opportunity on this one. So these are my analysis on the Euro base pairs. Okay. Again, thank you very much for joining everyone. Great to see you. Yeah, don't worry, I will cover all the other pairs in the markets. So please stay tuned. So now let me move on to the USD base pairs. So here is the USD JPY. USD JPY, let me just first mention the daily time frame. Because daily time frame is bullish very beautifully. And since it broke the inside in the doji, for the last 3 days it has been bullish. And for me, it looks like this uptrend is continuous. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity. If you only look at the price action, if you just hide Ichimoku, and if you just look at the candlesticks, then you may think that this is overbought. This is called three red soldiers in Japanese, and this is considered to be a strong bullish momentum here. But if you only look at the price action, you may think that this is overbought. But if you apply Ichimoku knowledge, then you know it's not, because the Kumo has been really thick and long. So along the way, the market may retrace in the temporary, but I think bullish momentum is continuous. So I think it's worth to look for a buying opportunity this week. Yeah, and with that in mind, if you also check the weekly time frame, then the market is now within the Kumo. But good thing about this market is that the Chikou span is breaking bullish. So this week, I think the market breaks Kumo on the weekly and then continue to be bullish in the month of June. So USDJPY is also a good pair to monitor for me, so I just mark purple on this one. Okay, and the next one is USDCAD. This pair has been ranging, so no trends. Kumo has been completely flat, Kijun Sen is also flat, and Chikou span is touching. So at a glance, I simply stay away. Whenever it's a ranging market like this in higher time frames, I don't even pay attention to the lower time frames to trade. I prefer to trade more trending markets like Euro USD or Euro CAD has been also bullish, so I prefer to take those pairs. Okay, next one is USD Swiss franc. This market is still bearish. The price is now on the Tenkan Sen, so this week it may be bearish. And the Kumo Senko span is down, and Kijun Sen is also pointing down, and the Chikou span below candles. So in the long term, this is still downtrend bearish. So the market may be resisted by the trend line and also the Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen. So we'll see if it goes bearish. But once it breaks the Tenkan Sen this week, then most likely Kijun Sen will go flat, and then it will reach the Kijun Sen. So in that case, I switch my mind to buy. But for now, this is still bearish, so I continue to monitor chart and look for a selling opportunity in the long term. Okay, so that was my USD analysis. And next, let me move on to pound base pairs. So here's pound USD. This pair is now retracing, so this is a bit difficult to tell which way it's going. Now Kumo is bullish, but the Kumo has been thick and kind of flat still. Kijun Sen is pointing up, but then the Chikou span is now getting very close. So if this week Chikou span touches the candles, and then I think the market will continue to range. So this is more of a downtrend in the short term and range in the long term. So if you're looking for any opportunities on this pair, then sell may be the right call. But at the same time, you may not be able to run big pips in this condition. Okay, so next one is the pound JPY. So this is a type of the market I would like to focus this week. Pound JPY, I marked this purple because it has been bullish. It broke the resistance level of 172.31, so it has been bullish very nicely. And Kumo is bullish and not too thin. It's got the thickness to it, so that means this is not overbought. And Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are also bullish. And the Chikou span is now above candles. So pound JPY is completely bullish to me. And in terms of the target, an initial target is 175.04, which is simply the previous resistance. But once it breaks that resistance, in the target it will be 188.77. So like I mentioned before, basically all the JPY pairs are not bullish. So I think pound JPY grows up and up more along the way. So I will definitely look for an entry chance to buy on the pound JPY this week. Okay, next one is the pound CAD. So pound CAD is now consolidating for the last couple of months, but right now Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is still bullish, and the Chikou span above candles. So in the long term basis, this is bullish. But the thing is, we don't know when it started to be bullish again. Right now, we had the doji last week. So this week, if the market breaks doji, then that will be a typical reverse confirmation. Then the market may be bullish after this. But for now, it has been consolidating, so the market may not be bullish anytime soon. So I will prefer to check some other markets to trade than this one. Okay, next is the pound AUD. So pound AUD has been also bullish. The Kumo has been really nicely bullish, and the Senko span A is also pointing up. Kijun Sen is now flat, but Tenkan Sen is bullish, and the market has been supported by the Tenkan Sen very nicely for the last 3 weeks, and the Chikou span above candles. So I'm looking for a buying opportunity, and especially what's good about this pair is that once the market breaks the resistance level of 1.9035, I think the bullishness comes really strong. And the reason is because of the candlestick pattern. And this is called an inside bar. So inside means, engulfing inside means that this big white bullish candlestick high and low has been including these 4 candles. You see, it has been including the 4 candles, and this is basically consolidating within the range of this big bullish bar. And once it breaks either direction, either bullish or bearish, the market moves really fast. Especially in this case, if the market breaks bullish, then this is towards the major direction. So I think it even go up very fast like this way. So you can put the alert on pound AUD on 1.9035, and once the alert triggers this week, you can check and you can buy the bear market. So pound AUD, I mark purple too, because we may see some great opportunity to buy on this one. Okay, so that's really nice also. And next one is pound Swiss franc. So pound Swiss franc has been completely ranging now the whole time. Kumo has been really flat. Kumo twisted bullish, but I don't think the market will be bullish anytime soon, because it has been ranging. Chikou span is still very close to candles, and the candlesticks are within the Kumo. Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen flat. So in this case, we can't really tell which way it's going. So I don't monitor this market. Well, I do look at the market, but most likely I will choose some other pairs to trade this week, but not this one. Okay, next is the AUD USD. So AUD USD was really significant last week because it broke the support. It broke the weekly support of 0.6564, and now this market is now going bearish. The price is also broke the Kumo, and Kumo itself is about to twist bearish, and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are down because of this breakout of the support and the Chikou span below candles. So I continue to look for a selling opportunity on AUD USD. Okay, next is AUD CAD. This market is also bearish, and this market is also very good because it broke the Kumo, the weekly Kumo breakout, and a Chikou span break also happened. So this is a very strong and stable downtrend confirmation. So I will continue to look for selling opportunity on the AUD/CAD also. Okay, and next one is the AUD/JPY. So AUD/JPY is now consolidating within the Kumo, and last week was doji because both AUD and JPY have been weaker than other currencies. So I don't think AUD/JPY will move either direction because again, these two currencies recently are weak. So I think I will just skip and focus on other pairs. Okay, next is the AUD/Swiss franc. AUD/Swiss franc is also bearish. As you can see on the weekly Ichimoku here, Kumo has been bullish, and Senko span A is now pointing down. Kijun Sen flat, but Tenkan Sen is down, and the market was resisted by the Tenkan Sen a couple of times in the past, and then Chikou span below candles. And it's about to break the new support of 0.5851. So this pair also, you can put the alert on 0.5851. If you are on the chart, you can do it right now and see if it triggers. Once it triggers, you look for an opportunity to sell and follow downtrend. So I mark purple on the AUD/Swiss franc also. And then CAD/JPY is bullish. In terms of the weekly, the prices are still within the Kumo, so lower time frames may be a bit spiky. So in that sense, we better look for an opportunity on Pound/JPY, which is way above the Kumo. So among the JPY pairs, Pound/JPY looks the best. But CAD/JPY is also bullish in lower time frames. Daily chart or the 4-hour charts are bullish, so we can follow uptrend and expect the market breaks the Kumo bullish and the Chikou span break happens too at the same time. So CAD/JPY, I mark purple too. Okay, and next one is the CAD/Swiss franc. Overall has been still bearish, so just in case I mark purple. Kumo is now bearish, and Senko span A is pointing down. Kijun Sen is also pointing down, and then Chikou span below candles. So this is bearish. We have also consecutive bearish N waves within the market. So I think the market goes down continuously this way. Okay, and lastly, the Swiss franc JPY also looks very good because it broke the resistance and Kumo is up, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen both bullish, and the Chikou span above candles. So Swiss franc has been strong recently and JPY has been weak, and that's why Swiss franc JPY as a pair is now bullish. So this is my analysis on these markets in Forex. Okay, so again, I think the best of the best pairs to monitor and trade this week are Pound/JPY. So let me turn this to light blue. So Pound/JPY looks the best, and then Swiss franc JPY also looks very good to follow uptrend. And other pairs are trending, but they are a bit retracing now or ranging, consolidating, so it may not really a good ones to trade. And Euro AUD also, like I mentioned, Euro AUD, once the market breaks this inside, then I think uptrend will be very strong. So we can put the alert on 1.9030 and wait for that breakout. So I mark Pound AUD also with the light blue, so that I put this one also as high priority to look for an opportunity this week. And yeah, I think these are my best pairs to monitor this week in Forex. Okay, so now let me move on to gold and WTI. So I know some of you trade gold, but gold on the weekly is now retracing. So still Kijun Sen is up, Kumo's up, so it's bullish. but in the short term it's bearish. So let me switch down to the 4-hour. So 4-hour chart is now bearish, so that we can follow downtrend. If it breaks a support, then I think downtrend will be continuous. So we can wait for the breakout of 1936.92. And like I draw the line before, this resistance last week was actually the previous supports. And this is also a pattern of the continuous trend. There's a double top and the neckline broke. And then it tested the neckline, and then now it's going down. So this is a typical downtrend or the reverse confirmation. So gold, if you are looking for the selling opportunity, then put the alert on 1936.92 and wait for it to trigger. So gold is now bearish in the short term. Okay, then WTI. So WTI has been ranging now. This is something I mentioned in a couple weeks ago, was that if I just switch to the daily time frame, there was a gap between Friday, Monday, and the gap was filled. Actually, the gap was filled, and then the market went all the way down to the support, but then it didn't break. But instead, it actually formed a pin bar, and then now it's consolidating. So it's more the bullish end range. So in long term it's bullish, but like I mentioned last week, if it breaks the Kumo, then I think it turns bullish. But until the market breaks Kumo, I think the market will range continuously from the technical perspective. So we can simply wait for the Kumo breakout and look for a buying opportunity. Okay, so let me move on to index. So first, Nikkei index. So Nikkei has been bullish recently, but if you look at the Kumo shape, this is very thin, so retracement can happen anytime. And this is also the previous resistances. So technically the close price became above that resistances, so there was a breakout, but because of this thin Kumo, the market may retrace this week. So even if it goes up, it may consolidate a little bit because again of this thin Kumo. So right now may not be the best timing to trade. Okay, so next one is Dow Jones. Dow Jones has been ranging and it's not really trending right now, so the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of that resistance, 34,500 level, and then look for the buying opportunity. But in the meantime, Nasdaq looks the best. If you were watching Nasdaq last week, it broke the Kumo, it broke the resistance, and then now it's going up to 15,284. So if I just look at the daily time frame, like I mentioned previously, I could put up a row like this. There was a breakout of that resistance, and all the lines on the Ichimoku were bullish, so it actually reached to 13,700. After it reaches there, the target, it has retraced and then it broke last Friday. So yeah, Nasdaq is now very strongly bullish. So I will put the upper row above that resistance so that you know the next target is going to be 15,284. So Nasdaq looks the best among US indices. And S&P 500 is also bullish, but you may want to wait for the breakout of that resistance, 4213, and then the target is 4326.8. Yeah, good news is that it broke the Kumo. So once it breaks that resistance, I think it just goes up continuously to the next resistance level. So again, the best market among US indices is Nasdaq right now. Okay, now moving on to Euro stocks. This market has been ranging, consolidating. So like I mentioned before, we have to wait for the breakout of resistance 4416.1 and target to the next run number 4500 and then 4600 and so on. Okay, so next one is CAC France. CAC France is now still bullish. It's consolidating, it's ranging, but overall still bullish. The market touched the weekly Tenkan-sen last week, but then Tenkan-sen is now pointing up, and usually when you see this, the market will be supported and goes up, breaks a new high. So CAC France to me is still bullish unless it breaks the Tenkan-sen this week. So I will continue to hold up a row above that Tenkan-sen like this. Alright, next is German 40. This market has been bullish too. Like I mentioned a couple of days ago, the Kumo was bullish, Kijun-sen was also bullish, and Chikou span above candles, so the market reached a target 16,292. So last week was bearish, but since Tenkan-sen is pointing up, this market is still bullish. So I think the market will be supported by the Tenkan-sen and breaks the new high. So that's German 40. And then next one is a Nifty index. So for Nifty chart, it's bullish also. It broke that resistance on the daily, and it's reaching the next resistance level, which is 18,887.05. But the thing is that the Chikou span. You see, this is another Chikou span trace example, and Chikou span trace is actually one of the Ichimoku original strategies. But here, Chikou span has been following the previous candles. So if that's the case, then next week in the month of June, if Chikou span keeps tracing, then that will be bearish. Right? It has been a pattern like this from Chikou span viewpoint. So if you haven't bought this one yet, the best timing to buy is when the Chikou span breaks bullish. When Chikou span breaks bullish, then most likely the market reach to the resistance, the swing high. But unless the Chikou span break happens, I think the market will be bearish. So if you're thinking of buying the market, just be careful. Wait for the Chikou span breakout and buy. Just because the market breaks the resistance, you don't want to jump in this kind of case. Okay, next one is A200. Australia 200 has been ranging now. Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen is flat, and Chikou span is touching, so no trend. And Hansen index is now bearish. It's within the Kumo, so it's a bit tricky market, spiky, but overall looks to be reverse in the wave, and it's downtrend. So it may break the Kumo and continue to be bearish. So that's my analysis on index. So finally, let me also cover BTC USD. Okay, so personally I don't trade cryptos, so this is just for your information. But the BTC USD, the market has been within the Kumo, And especially this Kumo is really thick. So when the prices are within the thick part of the Kumo, then it will be very spiky, very tricky market, and you may not see stable trend within the Kumo. So the best scenario is to wait for the Kumo, weekly the Kumo breakout and buy. But that might be too late to enter trade. In that case, you check a daily time frame and wait for the daily Kumo breakout. Now the prices are within the Kumo, so and it's about to break the Kumo bearish. But wait for the Kumo breakout, and at least that will be a great opportunity to buy from Ichimoku viewpoint. So let's continue to monitor together and see if it happens. But if the Kumo break doesn't happen and if it goes down, if it breaks support and goes down, then of course that will be a new downtrend. So we'll see which way it goes this week or in the month of June. So that's the BTC USD analysis. Okay, so now let me remind everyone about the news. So let's see what kind of news we have to keep in mind. So let me just do this. Let me do this this week and click apply. So we are towards the beginning of the new month in the month of June. So okay, so here is the calendar, and okay, Monday we have no big news, and Tuesday the 30th we have one news, gross domestic product in Switzerland, and that's it. On Wednesday the May 31st we have a monthly CPI report on Australia, and also harmonized index of consumer prices in Germany, and then GDP annualized in Canada. Okay, and Thursday, June 1st, we have retail sales in Germany. This may impact the market very much. And also core harmonized index of consumer prices in Euro. This will be an important one. And also ADP employment change in the US. This will be also important. And ISM manufacturing PMI in the US too. So we have lots of big news on Thursday. So watch out. And Friday too, the June 2nd, we have non-farm payrolls, which is one of the biggest news. So watch out on the news on Thursday and Friday will be my advice. Okay, so that covered the whole topics that I have to cover today. So from now until the end of the live today, let me just do some free talk and discuss any topics. Okay, again, thank you very much for joining everyone today. I hope you're having a great weekend. So let's see what we can capture this week from the markets. Okay, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining. So I just took a shower, so before the live starts, I just took a shower, so I feel very fresh now. Okay, let me see. Okay, good to see you here. Okay, I got a couple of requests about the requests about the markets. So again, if you're new to my live stream today, I have covered all the markets, but let me tell the best markets today. Again, the best markets today, this week, are Pound JPY. That's now bullish. It broke the resistance, so it's bullish now. I'm looking for a buying edge. And then Pound AUD also looks very good because it's about to break that resistance. And once it breaks, it goes really fast because this is going to be an inside bar breakout on the weekly chart. And then Swiss franc JPY also looks very good. It broke the resistance too, so I focus on these three pairs mainly this week. Okay, regarding the USD JPY, it's also bullish, but the price is within the Kumo still. So once the market reaches the Senko span A, it may be resisted or consolidate. So the best option is to wait for the breakout of the Kumo. But if you follow the lower time frames, you can do it too. Like if you check the daily time frame, it's bullish continuously, so you can follow uptrend too. But just to keep in mind that the market is within the Kumo on the weekly, so the reversal may happen anytime soon. Okay. So, okay, in terms of gold, the target, right? So gold target, the price is now down. Let me check the 4 hour. 4 hours now bearish. So once it breaks 1937 level, then the next target is going to be basically on the previous support, so which is down here, 1934.53. And if it breaks that level, then the next target is going to be down here, 1907.29. So these two are the targets, simply because there are previous supports on these levels. So even before the break happens, I don't mind going to sell, and once the market breaks, it goes really fast to the next target. So overall, gold has been bearish. Like this, there was a reverse pattern. This wasn't double top, but there was a more of like a descending P wave breakout, and then the market broke the support level, and then it went up to the previous support, but it held over here, and then became double top, and the neckline break happened. And now this is showing reversal pattern. The previous neckline became the resistance. So I think we will see reverse in the wave this week. So this is about about the how do you say, like entry confirmation, or the pattern from the candlesticks like this. Okay, so that's my gold analysis. Okay, let me see. In terms of the 1 minute time frame, I don't usually look at it unless it's moving. So yeah, for now I don't really look at. Yeah. Okay. We says, oh sorry, I forgot to pop up the chat. We says we will be able to analyze a few common top US tech stocks on Saturday. I don't analyze individual stock markets. I simply do Dow Jones and Nasdaq and S&P. Yeah, personally, I only trade Forex and gold sometimes. So, yeah. Muhammad says, why you never analyze DXY? Because I mainly trade based on the confirmations on the Forex pairs. If I were to trade stock markets, then I may refer to DXY, but if I just trade Forex, I don't need it. Hello Philip, good to see you. Yes, I'm back now. Yeah, finally I'm recovered and I'm back now. Thank you very much. Oh, and thank you for rejoining the community. Okay, John says when Chikou span breaks first, typically the momentum is short term for about 9 days or so. Usually, yeah, that's the case, I think. Okay, Said says CNQ is a symbol for New York stock market. CNQ. Okay, let me check that one. Let me see. Stocks. Okay, so this one. Okay, so let me see. So this market has been very choppy. First of all, there is no trend. So on the weekly, it's hard to tell which way it's going. And let me check the daily chart too. So daily shows that this is bearish because the price is now on Thursday was below Kumo, but Friday became within the Kumo. So the scenario would be if the market breaks the support of 54.31, then that will be the good timing to sell. I can see that there was a previous reversal wave after this big gap, and on this reversal wave the gap was filled and then the market consolidated, but then lower highs. So I can kind of see that the market is about to break the support. So this is bearish to me in this pattern. Yeah, in this case I don't really look at the Ichimoku lines. I prefer to just analyze by the candlesticks. Yeah, the only thing is that I think Chikou span below candles, so that's bearish confirmation. Okay, Camillus, you're welcome. Yeah, CAD USD. CAD USD, that was USD CAD on my watch list. Okay, USD CAD was its range. Chikou span touching Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so it's ranging. But last week was bullish, and the market has been supported by the trend line. So in the short term, looks like it's bullish. And daily shows the price is near the resistance, so you may want to wait for that resistance breakout, 1.366, and then look for a buying opportunity. So that will be the plan to do. But since it's ranging on the weekly, even if you see the breakout, it may be a fake and the market might reverse to Kumo or Kijun Sen. So just watch out on that fake breakout. Okay. Okay, All-in-One says, I watched your videos on KTS strategy, but I couldn't understand the entry and exit edges using Bollinger Bands and price action. Can you please explain in separate video? Yeah, when I take entries, I do have the videos. And in the past, I used to have videos and talk about the entry timings, so you can watch those videos. And yeah, check that. Yeah, and when I take entries, as per request, I also share how I took those trades. So it may not be based on Bollinger Bands and price action. It may be with other confirmations, but I do discuss that. And every month's end now, I share my trades and my monthly performance, and I show my entry and exit on my trades in the months. So you can also watch those videos and see my trades, see how I took those trades. So it's towards the end of the month already, in the month of May. So time flies. So next week on Saturday, I will do my monthly performance in the month of May. Okay, Travel says, I have been going through your YouTube playlist. Is there any suggestion which one should I start from? You can start from the videos for the beginners. There's a playlist for the beginners. You can start to watch that and then move on to KTS videos. Okay, John says, I have yet to be successful on the retracing market. I tend to place a limit position when I don't have the time to observe the market. Yeah, the limit position, the cons about that is that you may capture the fake breakout to enter trade, and then you may end up in the losses. So yeah, when it's retracing, I don't usually enter trades. Yeah, I only enter trades when the market is trending, and that's my analysis is based on. So yeah, I think my advice is to not to enter trade when it's retracing. Okay. Okay, hello everyone, good to see you here. Okay, Travel says, looking at the news, when there is a big news symbolized with dark red, should we trade those currencies? Yeah, in terms of the news, right? In terms of the news, these red ones are the ones I watch out. So when there's a red one, then don't trade. Never trade any currencies. So this is the news in the US. So you avoid trading from all the pairs, not only the USD pairs, but all the pairs you avoid taking trades, because indirectly this news can affect any markets. There's a correlation between USD and, for example, JPY or Swiss franc. So the other pairs may indirectly affected by the news. So my advice is that whenever you see these big news, just don't trade on any pairs in the market. Okay. Yeah, Moses, thank you for the comment. All in one, you're welcome. Oh, Said, thank you very much for the super chat, and thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, your support. Okay. Jalal says, hi Sensei, are you trying any new strategies? Markets are choppy with Ichimoku, I cannot hold for long. No, I don't. I simply using the same strategy, but I have the modified KTS, which I apply in the months of June or July or August. But so far, I have been making profits with my original KTS, so no problem so far. Okay, Prague says, I have a question how to take entries and exit if one can monitor daily chart. You can watch my videos and I actually show some entry and exit examples. Especially if you check my monthly performance live streamer videos, then you can see some examples. Yeah, but basically I am a trend follower, so that's why I pick the pairs that are trending in Forex. So for example, USD CAD, this pair is now ranging to me. So even if it breaks that resistance, it may not go long for long. So I don't want to trade this kind of market, but instead I prefer to be on, for example, pound JPY has a nice bullish momentum, and USD JPY also has a nice bullish momentum here. So in the daily chart it's nice, and pound AUD once the market breaks that resistance, then I can tell that the market goes up very strong and stable. So pound AUD also looks very good. And Swiss franc JPY also looks very good too. So I prefer to pick these kind of trending markets than ranging markets or retracing markets. So that's what I'm looking for every time. Yeah, Travel, you're welcome. Yeah, I hope you learn from my analysis, from what I share also on my YouTube. Yeah, because everything is about learning. Yeah, once one of the students of mine said, there is no win or loss. There's only win or learn. And I really think so too. So if you continue to learn from your trades, whether it's a loss or win, just be humble and continue to learn, then you should be fine. Okay, Prague says, thank you. What is the best thing to look out for Kumo breakout? Kumo breakout has a certain order, so Kumo breakout itself is not sometimes reliable. So you have to have the right order on the Kumo breakout, which are the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, cross, and Chikou span breakout, and then the Kumo breakout. Sometimes you see the Kumo breakout, but in a ranging market. For example, like let's see, maybe here. When it's ranging market, then there are multiple times of the Kumo breakouts, but these are all become fake. So you don't want to trade in this kind of Kumo breakouts. You have to look for a valid Kumo breakout with the right order. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I think I will finish the live stream for now, as I'm getting hungry a little bit. So I will have a dinner and probably just relax today on Sunday. So tomorrow, Monday, I usually take my day off, so most likely there will be no live stream. But yeah, next week, whenever I'm available, I will do live. Otherwise, I will take a video and share it with everyone. Yeah, I like to take my day off on Monday because usually there are less people in town, and I prefer that. And usually market's quiet, ranging, retracing on Monday, so it's the best timing for me to take my day off. And I get some good deals also sometimes. Okay, Moses says, do you trade sessions? If so, which sessions is your favorite and most volatile? I would say UK is the most volatile. Yeah, UK and New York are volatile, especially UK, I think. Okay, so alright, I finished live now, so thank you very much again for joining today. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please press like button before you leave, that would be great. And hope to see you again soon. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Alright, bye for now everyone. Mata ne. Thank you very much.